You can just start with just some opening thoughts on the match.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge win for us. Going into this weekend, we knew that this was a opportunity for us to, I think, kind of create a little bit more separation and be able to control our own destiny a little bit more. So I feel good with the way that we were able to, obviously, to win. It's hard to beat really good teams in 3 sets. So even though I would have liked to see set 3 be a lot cleaner, we just got really high error. We had 9 hitting errors, which is uncharacteristic for us in that situation, just because we've been playing at such a high percentage offensively. Had a couple serving errors there. I think we got ace once or twice. So we felt like we could control a lot, but we just kind of challenged them of like, hey, figure out who you want to be and make sure that we're setting the pace, setting the standard, setting the energy level, all of that. And I thought they responded really well. And we know that there's been other opportunities in the past where we haven't. So I was really happy to see with how we responded in that 4th set, hit over 500 in that set as a team, which is just a really, really good number for us. Blocking wise, we did make a couple changes just offensively in terms of what we needed to take away. And I felt like both Madison Juergens and Amy did a great job of kind of anchoring the right side pin and forcing them to hit a little bit more towards our towards Lolo and towards our middle back, which was a good change for us. I still think that there were ones that we probably should have had, not necessarily on the blocking front, but defensively. But again, that's what you're going to see. You're never going to play perfect. So again, responded, learned. I felt like we got better as the match went on. Then our serving just got them out of system a lot more in that 4th set. So again, some really good performances. Both Amy and Maddie hitting over 400 and 600 respectively. Junkie hitting over 400 as an outside with 22 kills. I mean, I think she had 8 kills in the final set. So some people really stepped up there, which was good to see. And in a day that I think Harm struggled a little bit getting into a full rhythm, again, it was good to see somebody else be able to kind of take over that load. So we've talked about in the past, but that's what makes us difficult to defend is you can't focus on just 1 or 2 people. So good team win for us, puts us into a good spot. Again, love how we responded in that 4th set, and looking forward to actually kind of a short week with just practice on Monday before we really hit the road.
Yeah, and you guys have done a good job of getting up to good starts. You've won a lot of set 1s. Set 2s, obviously, the opponent on their heels. And that one got kind of tight. There were 2 calls that kind of went against us, and it was kind of back and forth there. But then I think it was 18-18, and you guys really kind of took over and took kind of a commanding lead there. Are there any thoughts on that last rally there when it was kind of emotions ran high a little bit there?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if I necessarily agree with the calls, but that's I guess for me to feel. I think our team made a decision. I think that there was a little bit of more of a sense of urgency at that point. I think they used that maybe frustration in a positive way, which was good to see. I mean, Amy came up with I think 2 really big swings during that run. You could just see there was a little bit more of a fire under us, and that's what I wanted to see, and that's really what I want to see in the entirety of the 1st and the 2nd set. And I felt like it took us until that end of that 2nd set to really see it. So they're always going to have things that you can get better at as a coach. You're never fully satisfied with things, but I do think that just overall we did our job at a pretty high level and forced them into some situations they didn't want to be in.
And like you said, winning 3 straight was a tall task. But the way you came out in set 4, just your thoughts on how that set went, 25-12.
It's interesting. Michael and Shelley always laugh at me with this, but I just never feel comfortable, especially against a team like ORU Roberts. They are just a team that can creep back in very quickly. We saw it in the 1st set. We saw it in the 2nd set. I think we were up by 6 or 7, maybe even 8 in that 1st set, and they got pretty close towards, closing that gap, obviously only winning by 5 there. And then same thing in the 2nd set. I think it's... I feel like there's just so much of that 1 point mentality of just taking each point for what it's worth and making sure that we're making it the most important point. And I think that's really when you saw that happen in the 4 sets. I think I was probably yelling a little bit more than I normally do, but I think so much of it was just like I wanted to keep them very focused, want to keep them very engaged, and make sure that we finished on a high note. And I think we were able to do that. We started with the lead, we extended the lead, and then we extended the lead again. And that's really hard to do, and it's really hard to do against a team like ORU Roberts. So, hats off to the team for finding a way to do that and finishing, like I said, on that really high note, finishing off the match in that way.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. So gals had to feel good kind of getting back at Oral Roberts here. Madison, what was kind of the difference in this match?
I think when we played down there, I think there was a lot of things that went wrong. It just felt a little off. Their gym's kind of hard to play in. They have low ceilings. So I think just the comfort of being at home and knowing that we didn't play our best game with them last time, and then just coming out and playing well, serving pass, kind of kept us in there in that fourth set. Went down in a little in the third set, but ultimately, I think it was just the comfort of playing in our own home.
Elizabeth, better match for you against these guys. What did you do differently?
Again, just the comfort of being in our own gym. I think playing here, we all love being here and having our fans behind us. I don't know. I just think being at home helps.
There were no adjustments that you guys made from looking at the film for the first time. Nothing that you wanted to attack differently, or
We knew it was us, and just that we didn't play well last time. So going in, we were pretty confident that we knew what we needed to do and just playing our game.
what about defending them? 12 blocks specifically. What was, and just again, just playing in the gym, or anything you wanted to do differently there?
I think just throughout the season, we've gotten a lot more disciplined on our blocking, and we've worked on it a lot and staying low and over and having good hands. But overall, just I think last time we played them, we just weren't ourselves, and coming in this game, we were pretty confident because we knew we could play a lot better.
Set 4, pretty definitive, Madison. How did you get it going in set 4?
I think when we start strong in a set, we kind of take that momentum and we carry with it. And I think we got high and they got low during that set, and I think we never really roller coastered and just stayed up. I think our offense did a really good job, and we had really good passes. Everybody was getting involved, and I think they didn't really know how to defend us at that point.
At the start of this week, there were kind of 5 teams kind of log jammed at the top, and these were 2 of them. Did it feel like a different week just with the competition and knowing that you were facing these guys again, or just a routine week?
I think going into this week, or looking back at the season, we played all of them away. So it's really exciting for us knowing we get to play them all at home, because it's really hard to play in our arena, just with our fan base, and just playing at home for us is always something that we love to do. So I think going in, we went in with a lot of confidence and knowing that they are at the top. We have a different mentality, I think. But it was a lot of fun.
Anything to add for you this week?
I think we talk about going 1-0, but I think we knew these were 2 big games, especially Kansas City. We always get excited for that game. It's not too hard, but I think we knew what was at stake and what these 2 wins could do for us, setting us up for the rest of the season. And it was a big weekend, and we responded to it well. So.